Hey math teachers, this video is designed to save you some headaches when it comes to cutting out shapes in your math workbooks. I've heard from a lot of you that um, these these cutout sheets like you see here, they can be pretty time consuming and just kind of make a mess of things. And so this clip, what I'm going to show you here is a way that you can um, potentially alleviate some of that frustration. So as you can see here, I'm starting with this cutout worksheet, and it's got several different shapes. Um, the idea being that kids cut it out and they rearrange them and make different groups based on their number of sides and um, corners and stuff like that. So we're actually going to use these same shapes, but we're going to do it in Google Slides. Before I go any further, I do want to give a shout out to my wife, Emily Anderley, for showing me this use of slides. It's pretty cool. Lots of applications for it. We're going to do it with math manipulatives here. As you can see, I just got a normal, fresh Google Slides, nothing fancy to it. I'm actually going to change the layout to this little caption button right down here, and you'll see why a little bit later. But right now I've got a blank canvas. And if you go over to Insert, down here to Shapes, you can see here that Slides offers all the shapes that are available that you need for these different items here. So it might take some back and forth. I've got two windows open here. I can just kind of go back and forth, but I've selected that shape, and now I can just kind of drag it out here and make these shapes. So I'm going to choose another one, rectangle here. So some triangles. And again, you can change size, rotate them, however you want to set that up. And again, I'm just kind of looking at these different shapes they have here and recreating them on my slides. So now you've got a blank template with different shapes on it. Now, if you think about your class, you might have 20 kids or so. And so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to select this slide. I'm going to Command C to copy that slide. And now to make a whole bunch, I'm just going to go Command V. You can see now I've got as many as I need. And I'm not having to redo this 20 times. I'm just copy and pasting here. Okay. Now what you can set up is that you can set up for your classrooms that every kid now has their own slide, and they can fully manipulate and move these shapes around however they want to. And you can see now it's just altering this one slide. It's not doing that to all of them. So each kid can have their own individual slide and organize those shapes as they desire. Another teacher showed me you can just go through here and add a table. Okay. And I added a table here. And again, you can do this ahead of time too. And now the kids can, if they even wanted to, they can shrink them down and put them in the correct boxes. Okay. And they can organize them however they need to. Okay. A couple other cool advantages with this is that kids, as they're working in a class, and you've got 13 kids all working on the same assignment. You have a kid up here that's struggling, can't quite get it. The teacher can walk over and say, "Hey, check on number 3," and they can look down there and get a peek at somebody else's work and see what they're doing and get some ideas. Another thing that you can do, remember I had you add that little caption box down here. As a teacher, you can go through here and add in names for each student. Okay. And when they click into this slideshow, Okay? They can find their name, and then they're not working on somebody else's. The teacher can also hop in on the student page, and they can support Emily here, for example, and the teacher can go in there and move those pieces around to support that kiddo as well. And again, this works really great if you have a Google Classroom set up. When you share it, you can share it with your class, or you can put the kids' names in, or you can use a QR code. You can set it up here so that anyone with the link can edit it. Okay, hit done. And then you can just copy and paste and share this link with QR code. There's different ways we can get that out to the kids as well. So again, this is just one more way to try to alleviate this cutting and gluing and different stuff like that. You make it once, copy and paste it. You can also share this with other teachers, and so if you are working on a team, you can just share this out real simply, and they can just edit it or make a copy and edit it, and then use it for their classrooms. So yeah, it's a really cool tool that it's a new way to think about Google Slides instead of just the traditional presentation system, but now you can turn it into a way to gather student work. Let me know if you would like help or support in creating these. You want to see more ideas for this type of use. Let me know, Kevin Anderley or Holly Miller. We'd be happy to come sit with you guys and set that up. Thanks.